Hello and welcome back to the Blue Room EWFC podcast with me, Peter McFarlane. The new WSL season is fast approaching with our season opener against Brighton at Walton Hall Park, due to be played on Sunday, the 1st of October at 1 p.m. Tickets are on sale now, £10 for adults, £5 for juniors and over 65s. Season ticket holders at Goodison Park and official members can claim your free ticket now, which is one per customer. And if you don't have either of those, Everton women's season tickets, which include all of our WSL and Cup home games, are on sale now, priced at £60 for adults and £30 for juniors. Now that all of the formalities are out of the way, I am delighted to introduce to you an extra special guest to kick off the new season, our Danish superstar, winner of last season's official Supporters Club Spirit of the Blues Award, the fantastic, the inspirational, the iconic, the legend, Nico Sorensen. Nico, how are we?
I'm good. Thanks for the introduction.
Yeah, I've always got
I'm
to do an
very,
epic one. Always got to do an epic introduction.
I'm very good. Thank you.
Good, good. And you're settling back in now that you're back from the from World Cup duties and back in with the squad.
Yeah, definitely. I had a bit of time off before coming back over here, and then I've been in here for almost 2 weeks now. So, yeah, getting used to training and lifting heavy in the gym and all those kind of things. So, yeah, it's good to
Brilliant,
be back.
brilliant. I was just saying to you before we started as well that I feel like you've brought the good weather back with you, because it was I think it rained the whole time you were away, and then you've come back and brought the sunshine. So thanks for that.
No worries, no worries. I think it's almost a little bit too hot, but but that's probably just because we train in the middle of the day. So and the apartments are so hot in the evening. But yeah, it's nice with some good weather and sunshine.
Yeah, absolutely. I think as well. I don't think the buildings over here are built for hot weather, are they? They're built to
Rather for
keep the
cold
heat
weather.
in. No air conditioning anywhere.
Mm.
But yet, I mean, talking about, obviously you just come back from the World Cup, you went over to Australia. It was a strange one for me because as an Evertonian, obviously I'm gonna support the Lionesses. I'm gonna be supporting England, but because of just how many Everton links there are with the Danish side, you can see the flag up behind me that we proudly display at Walton Hall Park. Obviously, we were all supporting Denmark as well, so it was. Just tell me a little bit about the experience of going away and playing in the World Cup.
Yeah, it was such a big experience. Like the World Cup is obviously the biggest stage for women's football. So I was so proud to be a part of it, and it was just unreal to be a part of it as well. Australia, where we were located, was doing such an amazing job for us to create a great place to be in a great environment. And yeah, no, it was absolutely unreal and such a good experience.
Yeah, we could see on like the Instagram posts, and Cat Fire in particular, she was posting all kinds of videos, and it just looked like a great environment to be around. All the players seemed so, so together, and it was such a lovely occasion as well, just to see all of the different teams come together. And obviously, it was unfortunate that Denmark, didn't progress even further. We were certainly all supporting you from back here, as I say, with all of the links. But yeah, I mean, just for us as supporters as well, it's just incredible to see the growth of the women's game. Obviously, we had the Euros in England last season as well, or last summer, sorry. Unfortunately, you weren't able to play in that. I'm sure the World Cup coming up so quickly afterwards, and you were able to play in that. That must have meant the world to you.
Yeah, it absolutely did. I think I've said it a lot of times, but when I started my rehab, the goal of mine was definitely to go back to the Euros, but unfortunately that didn't happen. But it made it so much easier for me to look a little bit more ahead. And only 1 year after the World Cup was there, and we qualified for the first time in, I think it was like 13 or 15 or 17 years, something like that. So it has been so long since we last time was at the World Cup. So it was very, very special for me to be a part of course, because I've been out injured last summer, but also just because we haven't been at the World Cup for so many years.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we were certainly so proud to see you out there, and we actually caught a glimpse of you at the Euros. We went to watch Italy against Belgium, I think it was, and you were doing some punditry, and we kept trying
Yeah.
to catch your eye when you were doing it, but you were ultra professional, very focused.
Yeah, I was doing a bit of TV work with the Danish broadcast, so that was really nice. I was a little part of the Euros, just not on the pitch.
Yeah. Well, we were also excited to see you as well, because obviously, I mean, we were doing the rounds. You see, we were going round to all of, to go and watch our Swedes, and I think Denmark. A lot of their games were a bit too far for us to get to. But then, obviously, when we saw you, we were all we were all made up. It was just lovely to see you. But again, I mean, talking about coming back as well. Back to Everton, you've just signed a new contract. You're here for this season. Again, it's something that us as supporters, I know the supporters club, when we were sort of waiting for you to sign the contract, we were all panicking a little bit, wondering what was going on. But obviously, we were so delighted to see that you'd signed on for another year. What's your experience of Everton been like so far, and how what you feel for the club and the city as well?
Yeah, it has become my second family. Like, it's my home away from home. So it means so much to me to stay here, and I like the people that I surround myself with every single day. The fans and the support we get is just absolutely amazing. And then, yeah, I lived in Liverpool for 2 years and now living in Manchester. So I experienced a little bit of both. And it's just like I really, really enjoy to be here. And the same does my boyfriend, who lives with me here with me as well. So we really enjoy being here. And that was also a main thing of staying for another year, because we both really enjoy our everyday life. And I really enjoy playing for Everton.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you've moved to Manchester, are you missing the riverside views? Are you missing the River Mersey a
Yeah, I
little bit
do.
when you?
That is the part I miss really much.
I was going to say we've got a nice shiny new stadium getting built there as well, Everton Football Club. So hopefully, you'll get to play in that one day once it's
Yeah,
once it's
that'd be amazing.
that'd be amazing, wouldn't it? And talking about stadiums as well, we've got I think the tickets go on sale tomorrow for the Anfield derby. We're playing again at Anfield. Just double check the date. It is on the 1st of October at 1 p.m. Sorry, 15th of October at 4:30. The tickets are going on sale tomorrow. And we as supporters, again, I've been to, I say this quite a lot, really. I've been to Anfield so many times, like so many times over the years, going to watch the men's team, going to watch the women's team as well. The only times I've ever left there happy is when I've gone to watch the women's team, like going to watch us play at Anfield when Lucy Graham, as she was then, now Lucy Hope, when she scored the winner. Last season's demolition job at Anfield was absolutely incredible, probably a highlight of the season. How much will that mean to you as well, to go to that stadium and hopefully put on a performance?
Yeah, it will mean so much. I remember last year, me and Tony was on the sideline and was so sad that we weren't able to play. And I think it's just, I can't wait for that experience. That's obviously one of the things when you play for Everton is those Merseyside derbies. And I think the first season I was here, the first two seasons, Liverpool wasn't in the league, and then obviously got promoted, and then I was injured. So yeah, I cannot wait to be a part of that Anfield derby.
Yeah, and again, with the supporters as well, we made a decent racket at Anfield. I think it's fair to say we carried on singing a lot, and certainly for you as a player, you've obviously seen us, the progression, if you like, with our supporters club, and in terms of the atmospheres and everything at Walton Hall Park. I feel like we've really got a bit of a momentum going now with our atmosphere, haven't we? Does that come across to the players?
Yeah, definitely. We hear you so much, and I remember both like Anfield when we played there, but also so many times at Walton Hall Park when we played at home. Like I just felt it got louder and louder throughout the season, and the times where Walton Hall Park was sold out was just absolutely amazing. So yeah, we feel and hear you so much, and it means the world to us.
Yeah, I've enjoyed, obviously I missed the football. I missed going to Walton Hall Park, but my voice is well rested now as well. So I think I feel like I need to sort of like pick up my own pre-season training now and start getting some singing on the go, so I'm ready to hit the ground running, and the rest of the.
That's probably a very good idea.
Yeah. I need to
go back into training.
Yeah, I need to get on some karaoke or something, don't I? But again, we've been with all the new signings as well. Obviously, you've come back, and there's been a bit of a refresh in the squad. A lot of new signings have come through the door. A lot of exciting new signings as well. Martina Piemonte, obviously, that's I'm absolutely delighted with the signing of Martina. I feel like she's going to add so much as well in the attack. Obviously, Emily Ramsey coming back as well on a permanent deal. Olsen, Van Havermaet, Heather Payne. There's so many, Emma Bissell as well. There's so many new faces. How are they all settling in with the squad? And are you looking forward to playing with them this season?
Yeah, I really do. I think the time I've been here, they've performed really, really well and just adding some extra to the squad. And yeah, I think some really, really nice girls, nice to be around, and are really contributing with everything that they can on the pitch. And I feel like in such a short amount of time, I already feel like they're showing themselves on the pitch. So I'm really positive, and I think they're gonna add so much quality to our squad for the upcoming season.
Yeah, and that, like you say, as well about in terms of character as well. When you look at the togetherness within the squad, it really is something great to see. We see Sarah Halpin goes into the training sessions and gets a lot of footage for us, and we're also appreciative of that. It's fantastic for us as supporters to see, you know, how intense the training is, the quality of the training, but also, as I say, the mood in camp. And we can see that it's such a happy group, and clearly it's, if I was a footballer, it's the type of group I'd want to be coming into anyway, put it that way, because I feel like there's such a good camaraderie amongst the players, and certainly as well for you, we have such a huge Danish contingent in the squad. We sort of touched on it before as well, with Brian Sorensen as well as manager. Do you feel like you've got like a big influence, if you like, in that squad, and are you part of the welcoming committee? You've obviously got a good group of you together.
Yeah, like I feel all of us are. Obviously it's a little bit easier probably for me because I've been here for such a long time now, but I think, as you say, it's such a good group, and I think everyone has felt welcomed and felt welcome from the first minute. And yeah, I think it's so important to take in the new ones and make them feel home as soon as they can. So yeah, it's always a big focus for us when new signings are coming in to get them into the group and make them feel home as soon as we can.
Absolutely, and we've been working ourselves to try and make them feel at home. So we've been working on our songbook, updating the songbook with some new chants.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Oh, we've got some belters for you. Don't worry about that. We've got some pretty special ones coming up. Put it that way. Talking about chants as well. Obviously, your one kicked off properly last season. Here's to you, Nico Sorensen. What does it feel like for you to hear your name being sung from us supporters, and does it give you a bit of a boost? Does it make you keep, run that little extra bit quicker?
Yeah, yeah, it always does. It always does. It's always really special when one thing is like feeling support from the fans, but also like on a more individual level, it's always nice to hear you sing my name, and I think all the other girls feel the exact same. So that's always special. So I can't wait to hear the new ones.
Oh yeah, I'm just wondering whether to give you a preview of some of them. We've got a really good one for Elisa Stenovic as well.
Oh, let me hear it. Can you sing it for me?
It's a belter. So this is, I think Joanne Gaskell might have had something to do with this, because Sarah Halpin and Joe kept singing this song in the car apparently when they were going on these trips, but we just put words to it. So it's running round all day. She's our star from Norway. She can cross and got loads of tricks. Elisa Stenovic, running round all day.
Yeah, it's really good.
That's
Joe
one.
is just
And
standing
then
over here laughing.
hi Joe. See, I don't know if you know this. You have to tell all the rest of the players as well. Is that this is part of the process, if you like, for getting these chants together. And a lot of it starts with Joe and Sarah sat in a car on the way to these trips. So Joe has a direct
it's actually
impact.
Joe that makes him as well.
Yeah. So Joe's like the DJ. We call ourselves the Beatles. So we've got like Joe, Sarah Halpin, like I'm one of them. Amy
so why
as well.
do we never get using them?
Joe's got a great voice as well. Well, we've got
that was a good one.
Yeah, you like that one. There's one as well for I've got to sing this because I haven't stopped singing this since we made it up. So it's it's for Yaya and Martina Piemonte. Obviously, Yaya's got like 100 songs, but we just needed another one. So it's hey Yaya, Yaya Italiana, Martina Italiana, hey Yaya. Yaya Italiana, baller and a scorer, and they're playing for the toffees. Hey, yeah. We've got
That's
loads.
Really good.
We've got loads.
I think they're gonna love them.
Yeah, and with the drums as well. It's going to be really looking forward to that. Talking of which as well, the last time we saw you, we played at Manchester City away in the WSL. Unfortunately, the final score wasn't quite what we wanted, but the fight back and the comeback from the team was incredible. I feel like if it would have gone on for another 5 minutes, we would have at least got a draw. I feel like we had them on the ropes. We could have even snatched a win. But one of the things that really stood out in that game as well was when we were 3-0 down, as we were all there, sort of in party mode last game of the season. We'd actually come in fancy dress. We'd all dressed up as different nations. I was wearing a kilt because I was my family's Scottish, so I had my family tartan on. So for Lucy Hope, we had Fiona was dressed up as bacon, Danish bacon, which was thinking outside the box like that one. A friend of mine, Hannah, was dressed up as Rambo for Emily Ramsey. We had the Super Mario Brothers. We had everyone was represented. But as I say, going back to the atmosphere in terms of the supporters, we just decided that we were going to carry on singing regardless of what happened. So we were I think it was a 2-0. They went to 3-0 and we just carried on singing. And one of the really nice things was when we got the first goal back, the players all, sort of gave us the wave as if to say, thanks for that sort of thing. I feel like it was a good example of how much the supporters can help to keep players going and keep pushing on. So what would be your messages to the supporters in terms of, sometimes it's easy to support when things are going well. Sometimes you just need that extra push, don't you, if things aren't going particularly well?
Exactly. As you say, like I sometimes feel the time we need the support the most is when it doesn't go well. And that is a great example of how much you can actually do when you still support and we still feel it is like to give us that extra push. And then all of a sudden we were so close to equalize. So it's obviously we enjoy it really much when it goes well, but we need you just as much when it doesn't go that well to help us get back in.
That's it. Spirit of the Blues, we call that. And
exactly.
that fighting mentality that Evertonians love. And talking of Spirit of the Blues, I touched on it earlier, you actually were recipients of an award last season for the Spirit of the Blues Award from the Everton Women's Supporters Club. Again, just to reiterate about it, in terms of what that award means to us, that's for players who basically show everything that we want to see in an Everton player. So that's in terms of attitude, in terms of performance, in terms of commitment to the cause, and basically in terms of just showing everything, giving everything for that badge that we all love and adore. So I think, there's only been 3 so far of recipients of that award. So Meg Finnegan's got it. You and Courtney both won it as well. So again, was that a nice thing for you to receive from the supporters club, that little bit of appreciation?
Yeah, of course, that always means so much, and it also did to me. Coming back from that ACL injury was a really hard one, and I think like the feeling of like that you saw that in my performances just means really much to me, and it's something I'm really, really proud of.
Yeah, you should be so proud of yourself, the way you came back as well. Sometimes, obviously, when players are out for a long time, there's sometimes a little bit of a question mark over in terms of how long it will take them to reintegrate and get back to their full fitness and full performance level. But you've just hit the ground running. Remember, we were away at Arsenal for your comeback game, and the buzz around the away end was just incredible when you came on. We were all singing your name, and it was just brilliant to see you back on the pitch. But the way you came back was absolutely brilliant. Certainly after Christmas, I think I was talking to our stat man Mike McGuinness before this just to double check this. So you were our joint assists top assister, if that's a word, in the in the WSL last season. And again, I think that just shows the quality and just that, as I say, that edge that you've got in terms of the type of performance and the type of person you are as well as a player, the type of player who can come back from such a horrendous injury and just put in those performances. And I feel like that shows a lot about your character as well. And certainly us Evertonians were so proud of you for that. It was brilliant. And you managed to get your first goal as well back. It was against Tottenham, wasn't it? An early goal in that game, 4 minutes in, I think, against Spurs. Yeah.
I can't even remember.
I think we won 2-1 and Aggie got the last minute winner, didn't she? At Walton Hall Park. And I think you scored after about 4 minutes. Yeah. It was a belter finish.
Yeah,
Did you forget that one? It was a great goal.
Yeah, that was the first one. And actually, it was so nice because my whole family was there. My parents, my boyfriend's whole family. My brother, like, it was actually really, really nice. A nice day. Nice
day. And then you scored as well. I think you scored against Reading away as well, didn't you? Which, again, Statman Mike is my trusty advisor has told me that was the first away goal you'd scored in the WSL since the last away goal you scored against Reading away, and we won both 3-2. So there's a random stat for you. It's great, Mike. Well, he comes out with all kinds of shouts. Brilliant. But yeah, I mean, I don't want to keep you for too much longer because I know that you're obviously, you've got a lot of work to do. You've got a lot of training to do. I'm assuming you've been.
I have to go in the gym.
You got to go to the gym now. In this heat, have they got aircon in there?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I was going to say, make sure. I was going to say, make sure they get that aircon on full. But I'll let you go now, Nico. But thank you so much for giving up your time. Thanks so much for all the effort you put in for Everton Football Club. Thanks so much for signing on for another year. I'm really looking forward to seeing you this season. I really can't wait. From us supporters as well. We are so excited for this season. We really are. Again, it's. The season opens against Brighton at Walton Hall Park, and we really can't wait to get behind you and the players and let the new ones know we've got some songs for them as well.
I will. Well, thank you so much, and thank you for keeping supporting us. That means so much to us.
I will always be there for you, Nico. Don't you worry about that. Okay, that's us now. Thank you so much, Nico, and we'll speak to you soon.